Hello YouTube viewers, my name is Brandon and this is Toronto Mod Shop. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to put eyelids on your car using Plastidip. There are other better ways to do it. You can actually buy fiberglass or plastic or carbon fiber if you have the money eyelids, but those range from $50 to, I've seen them up at $300. The way I did it, it cost me about, I'd say $40 total. 20 for the Plastidip, and the other 20 I bought tape, but I didn't use all the tape, you'll see. So let's jump out of the car. We'll take a look at what we're going to need. We'll take a look at the car now, and then I'll walk you through the process of putting some nice eyelids on the car. Alright guys, so here's what we're going to be using. First thing you're going to need is alcohol-based cleaner, or any cleaner that's safe for the paint. You're basically going to clean off the area, clean off the lens of the headlight. The rag is used for that as well, for cleaning. Next thing you're going to need is tape and newspaper to mask off the area. And then of course you're going to need the Plastidip. Alright, so let's take a look at the headlight. Alright, so here's what the headlight looks like before. Basically what I'm planning to do is just from the edge of this hood line over to here, just have a nice eyelid at the top. For you it might be a little bit different. Basically plan it out and move on to the next step. Alright, once you have an idea of basically what you're going to be doing, like what kind of eyelid you're going to be making, what you're going to want to do, just grab your cleaner and your rag, and basically clean the area. And once the area has been cleaned so that the Plastidip and tape will stick properly, what you're going to do is take your newspaper and your tape and mask off everything you don't want Plastidip on. Alright guys, so this is kind of what it looks like once you've masked everything off. This area here is what's going to be Plastidip, and everything around it will clearly not be. When you're masking it, you don't have to mask right to the edge, like between the panels and the light, like the hood and the light. But I did it that way I don't have to peel everything off after. But once it's masked off like this, take a cleaner and your rag one more time, put a little bit on the rag, and just clean the area that's going to get dipped. Because it's alcohol based, if you just give it a couple of minutes it'll evaporate. If you're using a different type of cleaner, basically wait till the surface is dry. Alright guys, so once you've cleaned it off and it's dry, take your Plastidip, shake it up. On the can it says to shake it for, let's see, a full minute. So shake it up for a minute and then let's move on. Alright guys, so now that the Plastidip is all shaken up, we're going to start spraying. The thing is, if you've worked with Plastidip before, you already know this. If you spray the Plastidip on, let it dry, and then peel the tape, you're going to pull the dip off with it, or you're going to rip the edge of the dip and it's going to be a broken edge. So what you're going to have to do is basically spray on a medium coat and take the tape off. This tape here I can leave because it's not touching, but the tape on the lens I have to take off, let it dry for about half an hour, put that tape back on, and then another medium coat, and you got to do that about 3 times. So let's do the first coat. Alright, let's go. So there's coat number 1. So what you're going to have to do, like I said, is peel off the tape around it. Alright guys, so that's how it looks after it's been, well, the tape's been removed. The edge isn't perfect because that tape is from the dollar store, I realized. I didn't use my good tape, so for the other light I'll use my good tape. But that's how it looks for now. You're going to let that dry for about half an hour, and then you're going to move on and do it again. Alright, and that's how the other light looks with 1 coat. So basically, this one's only been sitting for about 5 minutes, the other one's been sitting for about 20. So I'm going to give the other one 10 more minutes and I'll spray more on the other one. Alright, and that is 2 coats of Plastidip on the driver's side light. Just sprayed it, that one needs about half an hour, and now it's time to do the other side in about 10 minutes. Alright guys, time for a second coat on the passenger side. Shake up your can again. And now, like I said, we'll take off the tape. Alright guys, that's the third coat. Might be the final, we'll see, I might put another one. But point is, that's the third coat. When you're peeling, don't peel towards what you just painted. Pull it down and away from what you just painted. Carefully, without touching it. And there you go. Again, give this about half an hour to dry. And this one will get sprayed again. The other side will get sprayed again in about 10 minutes. Alright, now time for the third coat on the passenger side. Remember to keep your can shaken up. Alright, now let's go with potentially the final coat on this side. And like I said before, pull down and away from the piece and be careful it doesn't get touched. And same thing with the thin piece. Down and away very carefully. Alright guys, so here is the driver's side after a fourth and final coat. It needed the fourth coat, there were some thin spots I could see through. So I'm going to just give you guys a closer look. This one I'm kind of proud of. And then let's jump over to the other side. And here is the passenger side after 4 coats. Not sure if you guys can see it, but it does have a bit of a rough finish to it because that last coat came out kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It came out really weird from the can. So I might have to put one more coat on top of that to smooth it over, but we'll see how it turns out when it dries. Alright guys, so I put one more coat on the passenger side and it fixed the issue. So now, I'll bring you guys kinda, give me a second here. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like with all of the tape and paper off. On the driver's side, this side, there is, I believe, 3 or 4 coats, and on this side here there's about 4 or 5 coats. So I'll bring you guys this closer, we'll take a look at each side. Alright, so here's passenger side. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Here's the driver's side, and again, it looks pretty good. Alright guys, if you got this far, you learned how to do eyelids on your car. Just want to say thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, that way you can see all the new videos as they come out. Alright, see you guys in the next video.